Like, today I'm going to talk about how to stop doing things that are bad for you and start doing more things that are good for you in under 5 minutes. We all know that the things we need to do the most are the hardest. Taking a cold shower, submitting a project, getting your business out there, and things that are not that great for you are really easy to do, like eating Chick-fil-A and drinking a Coke and procrastinating and watching Netflix. Why is that? And I'm going to talk about this a little bit later, but first I'm going to tell you how to get past it. So here's the secret. Even if you've been failing over and over and betraying yourself, you don't have to be your own worst enemy.
There is one strategy that I have that works every single time. It always makes me do the thing that I need to do.
Because it's not you that's lazy or incapable or unorganized. It's the processes that you have running the show that are outdated and not very helpful. So today we're going to learn how to replace them. A lot of people have this very negative self-talk that kicks in when you're not doing something that you should be. Your to-do list is piling up, you haven't done your laundry, and you're not doing your dishes. And then you start spiraling, you start calling yourself lazy. Why does Karen next door, why is she able to maintain her house so well? And all you end up with is a house that's even more messy and a list that's even longer. Well, I'm happy to tell you I have cracked the code. So if you're struggling to do something that's good for you, it means you're focusing too hard on the front load, not the back load. Let me explain. If you're trying to work out, instead of really focusing on how you're gonna feel after the workout and how you're gonna look and how happy you're gonna be with yourself, all you're focusing on is the struggle of the workout. Or if you need to promote your business and you're really not posting about your latest offer, all you're focusing on is the anxiety of not being accepted and not the possibility that your dream client is going to reach out to you. And vice versa. If you're really indulging in things that are bad for you, it means you're heavily focusing on the front load. So you're really thinking about how that McDonald's sandwich is going to taste and really ignoring how you're going to feel afterwards. So if you want to avoid doing things that are harmful, then focus on the back end, how you're going to feel after you do this thing that's not good for you. And if you want to do more good things, really focus on this positive, extra positive outcome of what happens when it works out. And if you feel like that's cheating, then isn't that exactly what you do when you want to do something that's bad for you? You completely ignore all the negative consequences and hyper focus on the pleasure that's going to happen in the moment of, let's say, eating a McDonald's sandwich. So the way I avoid eating bad foods, if I really want to, is just by focusing on how I'm going to feel after I eat, because I've never felt good after eating a bag of chips, a lot of ice cream, or Chick-fil-A. Okay, a lot of Chick-fil-A, a little bit of Chick-fil-A is fine. We like to pretend we're these very sophisticated beings that do what's best for us. And that is obviously not the case. We do what we desire. And that is completely fine if you are aware of this mechanism. So instead of overriding yourself, because willpower can only work for short periods of time, when there's war, when there's a deadline, when there's something you really need to do, yes, you can override yourself. But in the long term, no one can use willpower day in and day out. And if you do, that's going to result in depression and dissatisfaction. So what can you do? The key for you is not to override. I hate overriding, forcing, or using sheer will. It's about figuring out what's important to you and then really flaming that desire. For example, if I have dishes to do and all I think about is, oh my God, there's so many dishes, this is gonna take me an hour, ugh, why do I have to do this? This is so dumb. I am not gonna wanna do the dishes. On the other hand, if I trick myself and start thinking, oh, it's not that many dishes, I've done it before, all it takes is just loading the dishwasher. It's gonna take me 20 minutes, I'll be good, and imagine how nice the kitchen's gonna feel when I'm done. Let's do it. way easier to do it. That's front loading something that's difficult with positive associations. Same thing for good things. If, for example, you want to run, but then as you go for a run, you don't really psych yourself up and you just start thinking, oh, I should go for this run. Yeah, it's kind of good for me, blah, blah, blah. But if you take just a second and really visualize how you're gonna feel after the run and how this is gonna add up and benefit you in your whole life, it's gonna be so much easier to just go out and take that run. In conclusion, I'm getting off the rails. What? If you enjoyed this video, then you'll like the videos in my self-improvement playlist. Enjoy!